Hi everyone, my name's Anne Marie. Welcome to this card making project. In this project we're going to be using the ornate frames with lots of items from Anna Griffin's range, including the Grace collection and the metallic layers. Everything I do use I'll put in the description box at the bottom underneath this project. If you click the words show more to see everything, that'll give you all the links and everything that you need to know, the information, etc. I'm going to start off with an 8x8" white blank card, and on our cardometer it looks like that. It's the biggest of the range. If you're having trouble finding a white card, I've already designed some and the links will be at the bottom of where you can purchase the cards for you to be able to make. There's also an instructional video so that you're not stuck either. So for this one, for anybody who says, oh, we can't find cards that size, there's no cop-out. I've designed them, they're there, and you will have no issues with them. So you too can make this card. Now I notice I'm zooming in and out a little bit here, and I'm hands-free. So there's obviously just something, bear with the camera, it doesn't normally do this. But I think there's something it doesn't like today. So this is our card. Sit back and relax for this one because it's a stonker and it might be a long one. This is our blank card. The first thing we're going to do is add the insert. I've already cut a piece of white card that will fit the inside of our card, and then I've added a little bit of scrap paper in the corners, just like we did for the corner project a while ago. I will include the link. These aren't embossed corners, these are just plain folded over paper corners. So I'm just positioning that like so for our insert. And then to follow the pattern on the front, what I've got is 2 circles cut out of paper from the Grace collection and one of the embellishments that was in the Grace collection, whoops, and I've stamped it and it says, those who wish to sing always find a song. So beautiful. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to add a little bit of tape just on the back of our circles. It doesn't have to be a lot. And then I'm going to peel off the tape and position circle number 1 in the centre of our card, just below the centre. And then circle number 2, she says, peeling the tape off. I'm going to position just above like that, and then the sentiment is going to go in between them like that. So that is a really good quick insert that will follow on with the theme of the front of the card. So moving to the front of the card, I'm just going to make sure it's a good sharp score fold as always. Next, what we're going to do is add a sheet of backing paper to it from the Grace collection. I've already added the tape on the back. Now, this is going to be classed as our base layer. So I'll check I've got it the right way around and just add that. There we go. So that's our first layer. Next, what I've done is the ornate frames, I've cut it out twice in white card and I've cut them in half. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take each one and I'm just going to add a smidge of glue on the ends and just at the top in the middle. And I'm going to position it just in one corner, and I'm going to do the same for all 4 of them into the corners like this. Now they don't have to be perfect, but they just want to be in each corner. So it was plain white card, it wasn't any fancy metallic card or anything, it was just from my normal cardstock stash. And do the next corner. Again, just place it down. They don't have to be exact, they'll find their own position. And then the last one, again, just a little bit of glue on the edges and the top, and put that in the corner. Okay, so next layer, I've made 4 rosettes, and I've been really cheeky. I've used the Tim Holtz die for this. Once I've made it, I've then mounted them onto a circle of coordinating card. So I've got 4 of those from the Grace collection, and I'm just adding a little bit of glue to the back because I might want a bit of movement to be able to position them. And then I'm placing them over the top of the centre of the frame that we've added in the corners. That's not a frame anymore. So that's all 4 of the rosettes positioned. Now, this is why we added glue, so we could move them slightly. Next, I've cut out the ornate frame in the metallic green, and then I've added one of the white centres. It really doesn't matter what colour centre you put in because you're not going to see it, but you do want a centre. Then I've taped it back up across the middle and added a bit of glue around the edge, just so that it will hold the centre. I'm literally going to pop that over our rosettes. So I need a little bit of glue just on the edges so it'll stick to the rosettes. Now obviously you can take a little bit more time with this to position it with your glue, but I just want it so it'll attach itself like that. The next thing, I've cut out the frame again in the metallic green, and I've left the middle in. Again, adding a little bit of glue around the edge, but this time I've got 3D foam on the back of this, and I'm going to take the back of the foam off and I'm going to position this over the top of the previous layer but going the opposite way. I'll press that foam down so you can see it's like a crisscross. Easy when you know how, isn't it? So it's one down, one across. Now we're getting to the end really. So the last thing I've done, well, it's not quite the last. I've got a sentiment that I've mounted onto the centre die cut, because you get the extra dies with the actual frames. So I've used the centre die in the green and I've added a sentiment to it. Even though the sentiment doesn't fit, it doesn't matter. I just wanted that extra bit of green to be able to position that there like so in the centre. Now, a couple of projects ago we made some half fans, so I've made some more again in the coordinating cardstock that goes with the rosettes and the base layer, and I'm going to position these over the top of the actual frames like so, and that will sit just about there. Take off that extra bit of tape, that we've got on there. No, it's not going to want to come off, isn't that bit? So put that up. There we go. And put the second one on as well. Again, I've got some extra tape on the side that isn't going to want to come off. There, oh, it has done on there. And we'll put that up to the sentiments, like so. Oops, get it straight. So you can see the fans on there. And the last thing I've got two bows, and very difficult for me not to be symmetrical, but I thought these would finish off the card perfectly, like that. A little bit different adding two at the sides, but I think it works. I think it just really makes that pop. So that's our finished card. We've done the inserts and we've done the front, and there we go. Wait for it to dry, Anne-Marie. That will fit in an envelope, believe it or not. It's not too tall that it won't go in. If you've got my range of envelopes, make sure you use the extra strong adhesive with you making it yourself. But that should go in. You shouldn't need anything special because it's not quite as high as you think, but you have got all the layers there. So that is such a pretty card, and I hope you've enjoyed watching me make it. I hope it's given you a few ideas of what you can do with your Anna Griffin things. Please comment. Please feel free to say what you think. I love hearing from you. I hope you've enjoyed this, and if you have, please give me the thumbs up. If you want to subscribe to my channel, please feel free, and thank you so much for watching. I'll see you again next time.